What's happening, boys, and welcome back to the channel today. I've got another trading video for you guys today. I'm going to do another short few video series to help you guys start trading. In this episode, we are going to be taking a look at non-rare golds, specifically left backs, right backs, left mids, right mids, some centre backs with Kabasele. These were last night. The two Dubois were today. He's up in price. I don't know why specifically. Kabasele was last night. I was picking them up between 450 and 500. Marcao I was picking up again about 450, 500 and just selling for like 150, 200 coin profit. I know you'll be sitting there thinking, oh mate, you've got 1,600 coins. You're selling these for 150 coin profit. You're not really going to be making too much. But then I found Dubois. He was selling for about 1.2. And still is at this point, I believe. 1.3 even he has crept up to. I was sniping him for about 900, 950. I don't know if you can... No, it sort of removes it once you sell it. But I was buying him for about 900, 950, and I managed to snipe one for 700. So that was about 450 coin profit on him alone. And there's another mark out there. And a Kabasele who was dropped this morning, and I didn't realise, and I had this one left over from last night. Specifically right backs, left mids, right mids. I have Marcus Rojo there just because he was up for 550 and he's selling for about 800 I think, or 750. So I picked him up. Right backs are perfect for this. I target the Premier League just because they're usually the more common found starter teams. You'll get people like Sidibe can go into teams. Obviously you can hybrid into French. A lot of people do like the French league, the French nation, or even the French league if you wanted to link him off with the league in itself. Redmond, I was quite surprised with his price actually. He's not the best of cards at all. Low finishing, low reactions, low composure, but I suppose 84 pace is alright, and you can definitely make the most of the objectives that are out where you probably will need Premier League goal scorers as well. Aurier is a really good one. He's up at like 1,200 I think he's at, and I got that one for 700, so that was ideal. So I'll list him up right now before he drops again. We'll pop him up for sale. Sidibe was going for 900 coins, got him for 700. I'll just sell him on now. Again, it's only 150 coin profit, but 150 coin profit is indeed 150 coins well made. And I will show you that in just a second on how you're going to be doing it and what you sort of want to line up with. Redmond was 900 and I bought that for 500, which I was happy with. Calabria, according to Futbin, is like 1.2, 1.3k, and I got that for 450. So I'm going to list him for 1.2. If he sells, he sells. If he doesn't, I'll still make a whole load of profit on him, whether I sell him for 1.2 or even 1,000 or below. Bernardo's another one, Brazilian. For hybrids, easy to link, perfect league, Premier League. He was going for, where I've got a list of players that I've written down here. Bernardo, 800 coins he was selling for, got that for 550, so that's like 200 odd coins profit. And yeah, I'll go and show you how indeed you do this. I always use a notepad and a pen. I don't, like, you guys can use your phone or whatever, or if you're on a PC, type it on a blank document or whatever. And you're going to want to head to Futbin. Well, I do anyway. You don't have to. You can use these players that are in this video, or you can look for your own if you want to. But I always go to Futbin, and there is a handy little feature under the players section, which is cheapest by rating. You're going to want to go on that, and then it will bring you up like a little page. I'm doing this on my phone, so I don't know what it's like on the computer app. And then you can filter people by gold, silver, bronze, whatever. And then you can indeed go position, which is gold, and then we wanted to look at, I look at right back specific. I've got a whole list of like 10 to 15 players here that I could look at. As we look for right backs, we'll go to the Premier League. Bear with me a second. There we go, there's the Prem. And then we apply those filters. So once on the phone app, once you've put in your gold, your right back, and Premier League, you can apply that setting, and it'll bring up a whole load of the players that are the cheapest at that rating for that position in that league. So if I go over to Sidibe, for example, go to the Premier League, Everton. I literally could have typed in Sidibe. I don't know what I'm doing. It's early. It's early for me anyway. Sidibe. There we go. then you're going to want to ping him up to and find his lowest price, which is 900 now at the minute. What did I put him down as? Oh yeah, 900 was his lowest price that I put him down as. 950 says just too many. I mean, you could, well, there isn't, but you could list him. He's obviously not sold for about 25 minutes on some of those listings. 900 is his lowest. You want to go for 700. I take my time with sniping just to avoid getting banned, because I snipe quite a lot throughout the day usually. But it's just handy to have a big list of different players just in case, because this Sidibe, if he doesn't pop up after sort of 30 seconds to a minute of you just bouncing to and from the triangle and the X button, then you want to move on, find someone else, and that's how I do it anyway. You could stick with Sidibe and just mind-numbingly put yourself through this pain of bouncing through the buttons. There we go, is there one there? There we go, 400 coins for Sidibe. You've seen it live in action, boys. He was selling for 900, pop him up for 900. That could be an insta sale, hopefully it is. And there we go, we've made, what, 450 odd coins after tax. Another one, if you want to, we'll go slightly further forward, we'll go away from the left backs and right backs. And the left wing, Almiron, another one in the Premier League, again, because of his pace. 800 coins. 800 coins, and you'll see there that some were selling at 1,000, so we'll list them up for 1,000. Your 5% tax after that will be, obviously, if I'm selling them for 1,000, you want to divide it by 10, your 1,000, which is 100, and then half it, so I'll lose 50 coins. I'll make 150 coins on each Almiron. Obviously, the more coins you have, the faster you will make profit. So if you're sat here with like 1,000 coins and you buy one Almiron for 800, you'll be there for a little while. So target some people with a little bit of a lower value. Some people on my list that do have a low value, obviously you've got the Cabasele, Lovren, Rojo. Let's have a look at Rojo. He is a centre-back from Manchester United. I want to drop him down, 700. So yeah, 700 is going to be your selling price, because there's just so many at 750, so I'll drop that down to 500. Just because he's a Man United player, he's at a funny price where I don't expect to see too many at 500, so Rojo is probably someone you might want to avoid. But literally, as soon as you play a game, well, obviously I haven't even played a game, and I've just managed to bring up like 500, 600, 700 coins in from doing objectives to allow me to start doing these methods. And this is without playing a game. If I sell everything, I might be up to about 10,000 coins, something like that. I know 10,000 is 10,000, but then that allows you to venture off into other money-making aspects. I will be doing another video tomorrow. Well, actually, it might be later on this afternoon, or maybe even this evening, depending on what 6 PM content comes out, and if I have the means and the ableness to record that. I will have a look at the 6 PM content. Obviously, we had the flashback Walcott yesterday, which in my opinion is a very, very, very good SBC. 60k's worth of packs, 60k back for Walcott. Yeah, Rojo isn't popping very much. So again, you'll want to change player. We'll have a look at Dubois. Again, you can go on FUTBin and just filter by league, by nation, by rating. Have a look at non-rares specifically, I do, until I've got a few more coins. And then I'll start, like tomorrow, I'll start looking at some, or later on, like I say, I'll start looking at some different methods for you lot. It'll probably just be the same method, but with higher and more expensive players. Like Dubois, I don't know why he's on the rise. He's like 1.3k. 1.3k would be your sell price on Dubois. That's a very... If you can snipe him for even 1,000 coins or below, you'll be golden. You'll lose about 65 coins, so you'll make about 230 coins, something like that, 235. If my maths is on point, you'll make about 230 coin profit even if you get one of these. But because he's a common right back, people who are opening a lot of packs will just see him like that. Just like that. People will see him and just be like, oh, he's non-rare, who cares? I'll throw him up. So that's 600 coins. I'll make about 630 coins on that one card once he sells at 1.3k. And then you just keep repeating this process, keep repeating it. Like I say, the more money you have in the bank, the more money you will, like that Ori has sold already. A few those Cabasellis were last. Oh, that Cabaselli's gone as well, I think. Oh no, he's not, he's still there. But the Bernardo's gone, the Sidibes have gone for 900, Redmond's gone for 900 already. Calabria might have dropped in price. Almiron at 1,000, he'll sell eventually. Dubois, he'll sell eventually. We'll get this Rojo gone for 700. I bought him for 550, so that ain't making too much profit. But then Sidibe will go for 900. And once that sells, I'll be up to probably a good amount of coins, and then I will start diving into other things that can help me make more coins without having to play this god awful gameplay at the moment. But that's going to be the end of this video. If it has helped you if it has helped you out at all, if it's helped you make any coins, then leave a like on the video. If you want, if there's any questions you guys want to ask, I do have Twitter, Instagram. It's just the same as my YouTube name, and the same. I'll be on Twitch again this afternoon, doing the same sort of thing, but at a bigger scale. But until later on, guys, I will catch you then. Have a very good rest of your day.